Hi, Texas. Thanks for watching CBS 19 Plus, where we can go a little more in depth into the forecast. We have more time here than we do during the normal newscast. So let's start with talking about August. It has been a very hot month until we got to today, and of course that little dip in the middle. But otherwise, a month where the average high temperature so far, 105 degrees. So not only has it been hot, but we've broken several daytime high record temperatures throughout the month, and these high temperatures have been exceedingly hot, second only to August of 2011, kind of trading off and on with August 2011 in terms of the hottest Augusts on record. So we started the month, as you'll remember, first 14 days we had temperatures that were above 100 each and every day. Sometimes we were hitting 106 in that string there, 4 days in a row. Then we had the front. Did not pick up any rain with that front, believe it or not, but the temperature did drop to an average of 95. And then on Wednesday, this is blue, even though the average daytime high was warmer, the morning low was 67. And so the temperature for the day was below average. So that's the only day this month it's been below average. And then the temperatures took off again, 106 on the 17th, 108 on the 18th. And then Sunday, the 20th, 109 degrees. That missed the all-time record high temperature, all time, by 1 degree, 110. Back in early August of 2011, I think it was the second and the third, we hit 110 degrees in Tyler. We came so close to that on the 20th, didn't quite make it. And then since then, the temperatures have been fairly consistent at about 105 to 108 up through Sunday, and then the cold front came through. We'll see where we finish out. So far, we've seen temperatures in the lower 90s. We'll see if we can have the coolest day of the month coming up here today. But that average, again, for the entire month, the average high temperature, 105 degrees. All right, so we get a break this week. I don't think we're going to have any more 100-degree days this week. As we head into the weekend or early next week, it may happen again. High pressure has retreated to the west coast. We have a north wind. This little carved out section here is a little upper air disturbance helping to bring us the clouds and a couple more showers as we head into Tuesday morning. That moves away. The high pressure system moves to the east and expands, and it gets stronger. So the next chance that some of us could see 100 degrees will be on Friday. I think in Tyler it's going to be close, but I think we'll be in the upper 90s. Once that moves away, this little disturbance here will develop to our south, and we could find ourselves with some clouds and showers. So some hot air over West Texas, maybe mid to upper 90s from Tyler to Houston with afternoon scattered showers and thunderstorms Saturday and again Sunday. And the high this time begins to move away. So Labor Day right now looks as if it will be a dry day. Saturday, a few thunderstorms possible for the holiday weekend. 96 the high. Sunday, partly cloudy, scattered thunderstorms. After a pleasant morning low of 73, we're up to 97 Sunday afternoon. Monday, warm and humid for picnics. Notice the south wind at 20 miles an hour, so that's certainly bringing in some Gulf moisture. 74 in the morning, 98 by the afternoon. So somewhat of a hot holiday weekend headed our way. What about the rest of the 10-day temperature trend? As I mentioned, we should round out the month of August staying in the 90s. Close to 100 Saturday and Sunday. Some of us over deep East Texas may get to 100 degrees. Sunday 97, Monday 98, back to 100 on Tuesday, and hovering around 100 between the 2nd and the 7th of September. And of course, the NFL season kicks off Thursday night up in Kansas City. Hopefully it's a lot cooler than it will be down here with temperatures around 101. In terms of rainfall, we are picking up some indications that we could see a couple of scattered showers this weekend, and that is reflected here from the Climate Prediction Center's outlook on rain. All right, let's look ahead to Tuesday morning. Not bad. Clear skies, 71 at Pittsburgh, for instance, upper 60s, closer to the Ark-La-Tex. Longview around 73, Tyler down to 75, Jacksonville and Henderson right there in the mid-70s. That'll be a pleasant 74 as the humidity is dropping somewhat. And Lufkin around 74 degrees, Groveton a little warmer at 77. Nice northeast breeze, but a little gusty at times tomorrow, up to about 22 miles an hour by early in the afternoon. Otherwise, it's sustained at about 10 to 13 miles an hour. This will be a refreshing breeze. It is ushering in lower humidity. That is certainly good news for us. Rainfall reports, though, have not been so good. Yes, it rained Sunday night into early Monday morning. The totals, though, are well below where they should be for the summer season. Tyler and Lufkin are about 6.5 inches below for the summer season. Longview about 2 inches below for the summer season. For the year, Tyler did pretty well in the spring. It's dried out this summer, and so we are 6.5 inches below average for the year. Longview is just an inch below average for the year, and Lufkin about an inch below average for the year. That just goes to show you how rainy up until about June, the middle part of June, how rainy it was, and then things have shut off. All right, so northeast winds tomorrow. The air dries back out. Relative humidities are in the upper 20s. Going into Wednesday morning, of course, the relative humidity is always a little bit higher, so you'll notice perhaps a little dew on the grass again, and then Wednesday afternoon, the air dries back out. So that's important because, one, we have the breezy northeast winds. We have the dry air in the afternoon. Yeah, we had some rain. The soil should be drying back out. So by Tuesday or Wednesday, the forecast fire dangers back to high to very high across all of the area. Remember, we have just about every one of our counties in a burn ban, so make sure that you are obeying those burn bans. Lots of sunshine in Mount Pleasant tomorrow, and at Mount Vernon, 93 for the high. In our central counties from Gilmer to Mineola back toward Canton, sunshine and highs in the mid-90s. Longview, Tyler, and Athens also around 95. From Carthage to Palestine, everybody's in that same ballpark, 93 to 95 with lots of sunshine. 96 in Lufkin tomorrow, 97 at Crockett and at Groveton. All right, let's talk about Hurricane Idalia, the wind strength. Okay, so the yellow here, those are tropical storm force winds. The orange, strong tropical storm force winds, and then hurricane force winds in the little red area. I wanted to show you this because it shows you how widespread some of the tropical storm force winds will expand away from the eye of the hurricane. Also, we are putting what we call spaghetti models on top of this. It's just a chart to show you where the variety of the models think that this storm is going. Idalia is forecast Tuesday night to start to spread tropical storm force winds from Fort Myers to Tampa. But the center of the storm is still well out at sea. So you can see the impacts with storm surge into the west coast of Florida are going to be more widespread and more felt across for many areas, thanks to the fact that the large area of the tropical storm and hurricane force winds all the way inland into southern Georgia. Note that the spaghetti models are taking the storm a little farther to the northwest. We will see if that path deviates from what the National Hurricane Center has right now. But if you look at from Inglis up to Otter Creek, these are the storm surge potentials here, greater than 9 feet. So western Florida, west coast of Florida is really worried about some flooding with this. Here's the Baylor Scott & White Texas Spine Joint Hospital 10-day forecast. As we mentioned, staying in the 90s for the rest of the month. September starts off with some warm weather and maybe some scattered afternoon thunderstorms to start your Labor Day holiday weekend, Saturday, Sunday. Labor Day right now looks dry and warm with a high of 98. Thanks for watching CBS 19 Plus.